Hello everyone and welcome to what is my first vlog in absolutely ages. The year has just got away from me. I had the best intentions of vlogging like at least once a month or doing a video a month, but that just did not work. But here we are. It's July. No, it's not. It's August. It's the 1st of August. And excuse my dishevelled appearance. It has been very hot and humid in the UK today. It started off the morning absolutely chucking it down, and now it is, my watch says, it's 23 degrees, so it has heated up. It feels hotter than that, it feels about 25. But anyway, that's beside the point, but just explaining the frizz and the hair. So, tomorrow we are going to London for the weekend. I'm also on a new camera, more about that later on. We're going to London for the weekend, first time the boys have ever been. Me and Adam haven't been in 5 years. The last time we went I was pregnant with Eli, so it is a long time ago. We're going down on the Friday morning and coming back on Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, and yeah, we are driving down rather than catching the train because trains are a bit messed up in the UK, especially where we are, because our train station is getting a big overhaul, and we just thought for the convenience of having a car to come back in and the flexibility, we'd do it that way. We are parking at Stratford International, so that's near Westfield, which is a big shopping centre. I've never actually been, but it's just a short tube ride back in, and I think for the 2 nights, like 3 days parking, it was only £24, and it's in like a secure car park. So yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow, and I am just about to get packing. I've got piles of clothes, things, and I need to keep it light because we are going strollerless. We're going to be carrying Asa in it's a baby Tula backpack carrier. We figured that would just be easier for like the tube and stuff, so basically we need to keep it lightweight, so we've only got 1 bag worth of luggage, but it's a cool bag. I'll show you that in a moment. And yeah, I thought I would just show you what we're going to pack for our weekend away. We do like to travel light. I like to travel as light as possible, especially if we're doing hand luggage or like hand luggage only. We did Disneyland Paris hand luggage only last summer and it worked out well. We did have a stroller though, which helped because we've just piled things in there. But this time we need to get across London without a stroller, with 2 kids and our luggage for the weekend. So I will show you our solution for that. So I'm going to be using this bag from the Little Luggage Co. I'm going to be collaborating with them soon, which is very exciting. So if you like my patches and you like the whole vibe of the Little Luggage Co, then keep an eye out for that. We just have to like factor it in because we're both very busy businesses, and yeah, it will happen. It will happen. This is one of their solutions, and it is like a case but also a backpack. It's nice and solid as well, so it's not going to collapse. It's got plenty of straps, so you can attach this to a stroller if you wanted, if you had one with you. It's got big front pockets to make things easily accessible. And the best thing is it opens out flat. It's got 2 side compartments, so we can have a grown-up side and a kid's side. And also I have these, my favourite things in the world. I don't know if you are a fan of packing cubes, but we've got quite a few, and I use them when we go on most of our trips, especially for when you're doing hand luggage only. And the way I like to do it is roll up the outfits for the kids, and myself and Adam as well. I'll just let Adam do what he wants, but I roll up the outfits and kind of put them in the packing cubes like that, so that they're just easy to grab and they're nice and organised. So what I'll do is I'll have one of them each for the boys, and I'll get some, I think they're in the loft, so maybe I won't. Maybe I'll forego the packing cubes for my stuff this time, but normally I would have like 1 per person, but I'll just use them for the boys this time, and put their outfits in. And we've also got these little pouches with drawstrings. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these today, but those are quite handy if you're going somewhere where you've got wet swimwear. Very useful for that because they are waterproof inside, or if you want to put like your toiletries in there, also very useful. We don't have much stuff like that for this trip, but I will definitely use them when we go to Florida later this year. And we also have a little zip pouch. I may use this in our day bag. I'm going to take a cancan with us, so this won't be the bag that we use for the day-to-day stuff. I'll just shove a cancan inside it and then transfer stuff into that. But yeah, here's what I have for the boys as well. Asa is still in pull-ups, so unfortunately they're going to take up a chunk of space in there, but it's all good. For the boys, I've done 2 pairs of pyjamas, which should cover the 2 nights, and then we're putting them in pyjamas on the way back as well, just because they're going to fall asleep in the car, so if we have them in their pyjamas, then they can just be transferred straight to bed. And then I've got their outfits already in, like, in the stack. There's some spares on top there as well, so we've got a few spares, but there are outfits layered up, and those are Ace's ones there, all layered, ready to roll and put into the packing cubes. I've kind of done the same for my stuff. Because we're going in summer, it's quite lucky, especially when we're trying to pack light, because I can just take some lightweight dresses, and rather than it being winter where we'd have sweaters and stuff, it does help. I think that was a big bonus when we went to Disneyland Paris as well, because we could just fit it all in. And Adam's stuff is there again. He hasn't got very much stuff, so it should all fit nicely in here. I'm going to go ahead and get this filled up now. So yeah, I'm using this new camera. It's the Osmo Pocket 360. I decided it was time for an upgrade. I have been using a G7X for a lot of my videos over the past couple of years, and I just thought, you know, let's get an upgrade. And weirdly, the G7Xs are selling really well at the moment. I think it's a Gen Z thing, like they want the G7Xs to take photos on. I don't know. So I ended up paying like £6 for this after I'd sold that on eBay. So yeah, I just roll stuff. I like roll them and put them in the packing cube. I don't know if this is of interest to you, maybe it's not, but for me, before I had kids, I would have liked to have seen how people go away with a smaller amount of luggage, because you can get so carried away with kids stuff when you are going away, even for a couple of nights. I'm not sure all their stuff is going to fit in one cube, we'll see. I haven't pictured here our toiletries, that's just in a small bag as well. I've got very minimal makeup. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I'm not taking shower gel because there'll be some at the hotel. I am taking hair stuff because Eli has curls, I have waves, and if we used the stuff that was there, it would not go well for either of us. So yeah, we make that choice. So I've put Eli's spares and his pyjamas in that one. Look at these shorts. I got the matching shorts from Next because they're cute, and they need more matching shorts because I am gonna match them for as long as possible. So I put the outfit together with like everything, including socks and underwear, and then I just roll it up so that in the morning I can just grab it out of the packing cube and say, there, put that on, and it's just easier, isn't it? So I will go ahead and pack this up. You don't want to watch me packing a whole packing cube worth of kids' clothes. I'll show you how big it is and how it fits into the case when I'm done. Hopefully you're not wobbling too much. I've put you on the bed and I've got the tracky thing on, which is quite cool. Hopefully the little gimbal thing solves any wobbly issues. This is what I'm hoping with this camera, right? Because it's nifty. I'm hoping that when I'm walking around it'll be less wobbly. I'm hoping that it'll just do the job. It'll do the job. So here's Eli's little pack for the weekend. It's got 2 sets of clothes, 2 sets of pyjamas, a set of spares, or like a few spares. I've not put spare shorts in there. Maybe I should put some spare shorts in there. I'll shove them in. But yeah, it all fitted in nicely, and Ace's should hopefully fit in this one nicely, but he has got quite the stack because he has some extras because he's only 2, so we need extras for him. We'll see, I'm sure it'll be fine. I think one of my biggest tips for packing to stay light and stuff is to make sure that you're picking the lighter weight stuff. So he's got several sweater material shorts. I've put 1 pair in there, but these are much thinner and take up much less space. So if you are going away in the summer, make use of the weather and pack your smaller items. I've got these shirt dresses from Monkey. They fold down to basically nothing, they're ridiculous. This one is so creased. I'm just hoping that I can do the shower trick when we're there, otherwise I'll just have a nice creased time in London. It's fine. But yeah, use your smaller items, use your lightweight items. That might sound obvious, maybe it is obvious, but you know, it's always worth being told twice, isn't it? So London, what are we going to be doing? Well, I did think about doing the red open top bus tour thing, but when I looked at the prices, it is ridiculous. So we know where we are in London, we know what we're doing, we've been so many times in the past. that we thought we would just do our own kind of touristy things. Tomorrow when we get there, it's going to be about lunchtime, so we're going to head straight over to the hotel, drop off our bag, freshen up a bit, get our little cancan with all our bits in that we need, and then we're going to go over to the Natural History Museum so the boys can see some dinosaur bones, because that's always exciting and I love it at the Natural History Museum as well. I once went on the spirit tour there when I was part of a Etsy National Wildlife Photographer of the Year thing, where I made some jewellery to do with that, and it was sold at the Natural History Museum. I'll insert some pictures if I have any. But yeah, I did the spirit tour, which took you to some behind the scenes stuff of the creatures that they keep in the bottles, like the dead animals in the bottles, and we saw like a giant squid. It was fascinating. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Natural History Museum, and I'm sure that the boys will absolutely love it there. They'll love the dinosaurs. Obviously we won't be able to do it all because it's massive, but if we get a good chunk of it done, then I will be happy. And then we're just gonna grab some tea and go back to the hotel. Then Saturday and Sunday, so we will get straight out into London. We have researched some TfL red bus routes, so not the open top tours that you pay £1 million for, but on the TfL website, or one of the TfL websites, there are suggested bus routes that take you past a lot of the sightseeing areas in London. It's going to be a very touristy weekend because the boys have never been, and I want them to see like the major sites. So we're going to go see Buckingham Palace obviously, and Big Ben and Westminster and stuff like that. But we're going to try and do some of these buses because I just think the boys will love a bus. So we're going to do that and just take it easy, not do too much because I don't want to overdo it with them, but I want them to have a nice time and not be exhausted. Also, if it's nice, it's hopefully going to be a nice weekend weather-wise. We might go to like Green Park and stuff, or Hyde Park, and just have a bit of a sit down and play so that they can kind of unwind a bit. And for meals, we're not doing anything spectacular. It's going to be chain restaurants all the way. We're staying in Whitechapel, so we'll probably just walk to I want to say Spitalfields. Is that where I mean? There are some restaurants nearby that we will walk to. Yeah, just easy stuff like that because I know that the boys will enjoy that. And if that is a bit beyond their tempers, depending on how tired they are, we can always do a hotel room picnic. I am not against that. I have done that in London many times when I've been exhausted. We can pick some beige food up from Marks and Spencer's, Tesco, whatever, and eat it there. We've got breakfast included in the hotel we're staying at as well. I'm going to be vlogging the weekend, so I'll show you the hotel, but breakfast is included, which I think is important when you've got kids. We don't normally do it, but it was really cheap to add on, and I just thought, you know, for the sake of, it was like £11. We'd have been spending that anyway, wouldn't we? If not more. Oh, see, look, I thought Aces would be a bit of a squeeze. I'll get it in. I will get it in there. So I added that on to the room, which means that we can be all filled up and fueled before we go on our days out. And yeah, hopefully that will solve some hunger problems. And I might shove a banana in the bag from the breakfast buffet as well, so that we have emergency snacks for the boys. Obviously it's going to be snacks central. That's how we're going to get Eli around London. But yeah, look, I'm going to get this in here. I'm not going to have to use another packing cube. This is also the beauty of packing cubes. You can condense stuff more than if you were just putting it straight in the case. So look, I've kind of flattened that out a bit and it's zipped in perfect. You know what, I said I wasn't going to use one of these, but the nappies might go in here just as for somewhere to keep them. We'll see. So now that my packing cubes are packed, I'm going to shove them straight in here, and look how convenient this is. Because they're made for it, they are the perfect fit, obviously. How brilliant is that? They just fit in nice, and that can just be zipped up and they're all in there contained. Instead of putting the nappies in one of these, actually I can just fill these gaps with them to bulk that out, and then I can squeeze it shut with that. And then that side is for mine and Adam's and the toiletries, which I think should be fine. I hadn't noticed, but this bag has also got a stretchy water bottle holder inside. I'll have the water bottles loose in the car and then I'll just put them somewhere else. Maybe I'll have to put them in here. But yeah, that's useful if you are using this as a day bag rather than just actual luggage. You are back on the bed. I hope this angle works. It's not ideal, is it? But we do what we can. The only other things I need to fit in now are my sparkly Cath Kidston makeup bag. Like I said, this has got some hair stuff in and my minimal makeup because we don't need to go crazy. We're going to sweat it off in London anyway. I'm not going to put that in just yet. I'm going to make sure it fits. There's also toothbrushes to go in. And then hairbrush wise, I'm just going to take a tangle teaser because we use this after showers with Eli. I use it after shower and I don't need another one. So we'll just take that one. I'll put that in now because I think we can get away without using it before we go tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully this all squeezes in. It does, and there's room for the toothbrushes in there too. Perfect. So that's all fitted in the little luggage coat bag, and as you can see, it's like two nice sections, and I can just close it and zip it up, and then hopefully that's not going to be mega heavy. We've got to figure out who is going to be carrying Asa and who is going to be carrying this bag. I think Ace is heavier, so I will take this one, but we'll see. Yeah, super useful. We don't have to walk miles and miles with it because we're going to be straight to the tube, but it is going to be handy to have it on our backs rather than having to wheel something, especially when we've got Eli who's going to be walking and will need his hand holding all the time, obviously because it's London, and Asa on one of our backs. The person that's holding Asa might have a cancan on their front. That's a point. I could put like the water bottles and stuff in the cancan rather than putting the cancan in here, and then someone could wear that on their front with Asa on their back. That would work. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. Maybe you're planning your first trip away with the kids and want to travel light and you're just a bit, how do I do that? This is all we need for the weekend. This is 2 nights, 3 days worth of stuff, and we managed it in Disneyland last year with a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And that worked really well, so we're very keen on keeping things nice and light and not too much bulk. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you would like to see our London adventure, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and like this video if you enjoyed watching me pack a case. Bye!